All right, so we've had some other people already discuss this on YouTube. We're going to talk about the new TV spot that just came out for Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. I'm going to give my 2 cents on it. This is, of course, a brand new footage that came out earlier today. And this footage shows a big portion, probably not the entire, but a big portion of one of the scenes that are early on in this film. And again, all this stuff was confirmed by Making Star Wars and Jedi Paxis, mostly Making Star Wars, at least this particular stuff. So, this is, again, confirming the leaks. You know, people keep saying, oh, the leak's real, this and that. And I would be, if I was a betting man, if I was actually to bet, like, a big chunk of my money on it, I would say that the leaks are probably about 80 to 90% accurate. Like, I'm not saying everything is accurate. I'm not saying that because things do change, and there's obviously this thing called context that you have to have when you watch a movie. Because things might come out crap in the leaks, but actually might wind up being pretty good on camera. But, you know, when it comes to this type of stuff, it's one of those things where they, you know, when you see it, it plays out. It might play out better. Like, for example, the clip we're about to watch now, I think plays out a lot better than the way that it had been written in the leaks. So again, that's why I'm going into this movie with an open mind, even though I don't like the direction they're going in at all, nor do I like the ending. I am trying to go in with an open mind. So again, let's go ahead and get right into it here. But I do want to advise you that this is a clip from early in the movie. It's not a spoiler for anything major later on, but it does reveal, actually it legitimately reveals the truth about Snoke and everybody else, and we're going to talk about the leaks too. So giving you a little heads up here. I'm not going to spoil the entire movie in this video, but when it comes to the context of this scene, I am. So just letting you know that ahead of time. Let's go ahead and get right into it here. Again, if you're worried about spoilers for the entire movie, don't worry. I'm not going to go into that here. But I am going to go into what the context of this scene is. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, first of all, we have a shot of space. This is the unknown region. That red sort of nebula is, I don't know if it's a wormhole or if it's just like some form of nebula or something in space, but we know there's a red passageway that takes you to where we're going, which is an area in the unknown regions that can only be accessed via the Wayfinder and that road. So it's sort of like because that part of the galaxy is uncharted. In other words, the Republic has not ever put maps out there, star maps and things like that. Regular ships cannot traverse through that because they don't know what's there. So then you need a Wayfinder. So let's go ahead and get to it here. We have Kylo Ren's ship jumping out of hyperspace. I think it looks cool right there. And going to this mysterious planet. Now that planet is, of course, Exegol, a very important planet in this movie. This, of course, is the giant cube that Making Star Wars had talked about was basically above the surface. Now, I'm not sure if this down here is water. It looks like it is water. So I'm getting some real Camino vibes here. But this planet looks... I can't wait to see this movie in IMAX and in Dolby because I can't imagine how beautiful it's going to look. I mean, just this gigantic structure here, this giant cube, even though, to be honest, it looks more like a pyramid. It actually kind of... I don't want to get too occult here, but it looks like sort of the supposed Illuminati symbol, which is the pyramid with the capstone removed. It looks like that, but upside down. See what I'm talking about right there? So it could be that J.J. Abrams is referencing that as sort of, for those who don't know, that's supposed to represent, like, the missing capstone is supposed to be the eye of Horus or the eye of Satan. And so it could be symbolism here that everything in the galaxy, the Empire, the First Order, it's all the evil in the galaxy, the Sith, that the capstone, the missing capstone right down here is Emperor Palpatine. See what I'm talking about? That could be what they're going for here. And if so, that's cool. I like stuff like that. It's not really a cube. It's more so like a pyramid with the top missing, right? So that's cool. There's the surface of Exegol. Again, just black ash, just very not pleasant, but very cool looking. And then we have Kylo Ren landing there with the lightsaber. Of course, he is searching. What he's doing is he's searching for Snoke's secret. He wants to know. Apparently, the Wayfinder is supposed to reveal, what's the source of Snoke's power or something like that. I don't really know. He is here, witnessing this, or not witnessing, trying to see what it is. And of course, he's got his sword out, ready to go. And you hear the creepy music, which is the music of. I mean, it is the music of Palpatine. It's just, or actually, it's more like the Snoke and Palpatine songs kind of remixed. I think it sounds cool.
At last.
As the Emperor saying, "At last." And here we have, just like Making Star Wars reported, he's coming down this platform into this underground lair. He has no idea what's going on.
My boy.
And here we have these giant statues. I mean, I'm trying to get a good shot here. These big, looks like Sith statues, like very creepy. Obviously, this, Exegol, this planet has been a Sith, some kind of historical significance with the Sith, and has an importance with the Emperor, with Palpatine, because he's here, but not just that. It's just creepy that like how it looks. Just this is ancient stuff, and he's obviously had this backup plan for a while. Let me go back here. There's the Emperor's theme right there. You heard it. Very creepy. I love it. I'm sorry. Let me go back.
I have been every voice.
I have been every voice
You have ever heard. Inside your head.
All right. I have been every voice you have ever heard inside your head. That's a major, major, major thing, because essentially what he's saying is he has been every voice. In other words, in the Force Awakens, when Kylo Ren was holding the mask of Vader, he's like, "Tell me again. Tell me about the darkness, grandfather." That wasn't the spirit of Vader, because Vader was redeemed. Anakin Skywalker died Anakin Skywalker, not Vader. He got his redemption. We saw him as a ghost in the end of Return of the Jedi. He's not Vader. The voice, which, by the way, that was James Earl Jones, and that was Andy Serkis playing Snoke. So I'm happy that Serkis and Jones got to come back and do their voices one more time, because I really do love Serkis as Snoke. But again, notice what's going on here. That so all these voices that have been pushing Kylo Ren to the dark side has all been Palpatine whispering stuff in his ear. From somehow he can do it from Exegol, which I guess that's cool, but that begs the question: why hasn't he done the same thing to Rey? Why Kylo? Is it because the Skywalkers are more, I guess, vulnerable to Palpatine's spell? Like that, I don't really understand why he would do it to Kylo and not Rey, but let me keep going here.
In every voice you have ever heard.
Snoke, I mean, he's pretty much confirming that he is Snoke. I mean, he's the voice of, he is Snoke. Like the Snoke that we know of is a puppet leader. The Snoke that we knew was just a puppet leader. And Palpatine was actually, which explains why Snoke talked so much like Palpatine. I mean, that's a good kind of retcon there. Obviously, that wasn't the original plan, because Palpatine was talking through Snoke.
Inside your head.
And that's Vader. And that is a new recording from James Earl Jones. Yeah, I think that might be the scene where Kylo realizes that Palpatine is alive and doesn't and is shocked by it, or it could be the scene where he sees the supposed, and we're going to go into a minor spoiler here, but the clones of Snoke, that are revealed, because we found out that Snoke is actually a clone, and I guess Palpatine can talk through them somehow. Okay. I mean, I think the atmosphere and the creepiness of that scene, I think, is going to be awesome to witness. And that's, again, this is why I'm holding back judgment on this film. Maybe I will like this movie. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll like some things from it. I'm sure it's not going to be as bad as Last Jedi, but then again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will be. I don't know. Let's keep going. Of course, who doesn't love that laugh, right? I'm not a proponent of Palpatine coming back, but who doesn't love that laugh? Duel of the Fates is a good way to get my heart. We've seen that before. That's the beginning of the movie, supposedly, where Kylo kills that dude. The Imperial theme. This actually looks interesting, this right here. I'm not entirely sure of the context of this shot. It actually looks like they're back on Crate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like they're back on Crate and they're under... Remember the underground scene with all the red crystals? It looks like that, but obviously they're not. That's probably that frozen icicle thing in these floating icicle. And that right there's another shot of, like, the red pathway that goes to Exegol. That's a nice little TV spot. Music was banging. So, I mean, you know, it's, we'll see. I mean, I guess I'm going to go see the movie. I've said that a million times. We're all going to go see it. It just doesn't feel like a good finale. Like, it doesn't feel, like, so far, it does not feel like a satisfactory conclusion. This could end up being one of those things where the movie is good, but it just doesn't meet, like, it doesn't hit that satisfactory, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it might not, and by the way, I didn't even know it's PG-13 now, but I guess it is. It's not going to hit that satisfactory, like, finale. Like, you know what I mean? This has to end the entire saga, and I don't know if the movie's going to be able to do that, honestly. Like, I just feel like even if it's good, even if it's an enjoyable movie, is it going to be the right story to end this thing? To end the Skywalker saga? Because when I pictured Episode 9, right, when I was younger, when I was a younger person, I thought Episode 9 was going to have these insane, like, multiple Jedi, multiple dark side users, whether they be Sith or not. I was expecting a crazy space battle, which we might get. I mean, we might still get that. I was expecting, you know, all kinds of new ships and weapons and all this imaginative stuff as a kid. And, you know, Star Destroyers again. All right. Well, again, we'll see. I'll withhold judgment. Anyways, thanks again for checking out my breakdown. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll talk soon. And have a great day.